Hello, my name is Zarver, and I'm here to talk about sexual harassment. Most people believe that they know what sexual harassment is, but it's something deeper and more complicated than what it actually seems like. What is sexual harassment, and what are the limits to it being labeled as sexual harassment, and what isn't sexual harassment? And what different types of sexual harassment exist? Many people don't think that there's um, different uh, levels of sexual harassment and different types of sexual harassment, but there are actually many types, and you'll be pretty surprised to how many they actually are. So, according to EOC, what's sexual harassment? For them, it's unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical conduct of sexual nature. And this can happen at any time. Like, for instance, submission to such conduct is made either explicitly or inexplicitly a term or condition of an individual's employment, or submission to a rejection of such conduct when an individual is used as the basis for employment decisions affecting such individuals. And it can also be such conduct has the purpose of affecting unreasonable interference with an individual's work performance or creating an intimidating, hostile work environment. There's different types of sexual harassment, and according to EOC, they are actual or attempted or sexual assault, unwanted pressure for sexual favors, unwanted deliberate touching, leaning over, cornering, pinching, um, unwanted sexual looks or gestures, unwanted letters, telephone calls, emails, of any sexual nature, and there's countless others that I can name for you here. There's many counts of sexual harassment that have been reported, and people have told their testimonies about it. And of course, there's different extremities of sexual harassment, but it is still sexual harassment, and it's still a big problem today. It was a big problem as well back in our history. Sexual harassment has been in our history for a pretty long time, and it continues to become a problem. For instance, in the 1980s, employees did a study about sexual harassment in the workplace, and according to 9,000 readers who read the magazine article, 88% maintained that they have personally have been harassed, and 90% verified that sexual harassment um, is a big problem in their work environment. So that says something about back then, and it continues to improve now, but we still have the problem and we still need to fix it. Like I said before, this is not a problem that the United States has alone. Sexual harassment happens all over the world, and it happens all the time. And we are trying to have different measures to stop this problem. For an example, in Argentina, there are many women who are catcalled and sexually harassed out in the streets, and it's become a very constant problem. According to The Economist, it says in Argentina, cities, piropos, or catcalls are as common as a sound as a honk and sirens. Of course, there's different amounts of sexual harassment depending where you go or where you're from. But in Argentina, it's really common. It can be anything from like a pop up, a kiss from a lorry driver, or a menacing as a shout of "Oh God, I gotta have my hands on you." Um, some men think that they're compliments, and people think that it's not sexual harassment, that they're just complimenting, but really it is sexual harassment. There's other counts of sexual harassment, like for example, one on BuzzFeed, and this is different because it's not by how this person looks, but it's who they are. They said, I got fired from a retail job because I'm a lesbian and wouldn't sleep with my male boss. So that's actually two different things. That's because of her gender and because she wouldn't sleep with her boss, so rejecting a sexual advance. So of course, this happens all the time, and there's many counts that go untold, which is really really sad. Different other types of sexual harassment can be unwanted pressure for dates, unwanted sexual teasing, jokes, remarks, or questions. Um, this has become a big problem in the United States and across the country, and we need to put a stop to it as soon as possible, because if we don't, then we'll just continue to be facing these problems. And there are laws that try to protect individuals, like especially in the workforce, from sexual harassment. But it still continues, and we need to do something about it as soon as possible. And it depends on our future generations to to you know to inform the public what sexual harassment is, and to prevent it as much as possible. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you have a great day.